Good evening, everybody. This is Right Side Broadcasting. I'm Steve Lookner. We are coming to you with a news alert. There has been a helicopter crash in the Grand Canyon. 7 people were on a helicopter, reportedly at least 7 people. This was a tour of the area, a helicopter that was going on a helicopter tour. This helicopter has crashed in the Grand Canyon, and 3 people are dead, 4 are injured. There may be others missing, but we wanted to come on and give an update on this story. This supposedly happened a couple of hours ago, late afternoon. Well, actually, Arizona, I don't even know what time zone. Arizona time zone, Grand Canyon. Are they on Pacific time or are they on Mountain time? They're on Mountain time zone. So it happened, I saw maybe around 5 p.m. or so local time, so maybe 3 hours ago. But news just in the last hour or so coming in about this helicopter crash in the Grand Canyon. A helicopter that was doing a helicopter tour crashed somehow there. 3 people dead, at least 4 injured. We want to bring you the latest updates on this. Let me make sure you can hear me. Hour or so. Thank you to our moderators, JC and Guinevere in the YouTube chat room for being with us tonight. So let me show you here some news reports about this. This is from, now this one says near Grand Canyon, but other stories I've read say in Grand Canyon. There's actually a quote in here saying in the Grand Canyon, which is why I'm saying in the Grand Canyon. But this is from Arizona ABC 15. 3 people killed, others injured or missing. It says Grand Canyon West. 3 people have been killed after a helicopter crashed near the Grand Canyon. As I said before, there are a number of reports that say this was in the Grand Canyon. According to a dispatcher with the Hualapai Department of Emergency Services, a dispatcher told ABC 15 that 4 other people have unknown injuries and that our authorities are possibly looking for 1 or 2 additional people. He said the helicopter was on a tour. He did not name which company the helicopter was part of. Dispatch received the emergency call regarding the crash at 5:31 p.m. I would assume that was Grand Canyon time, which would end up being around 7:31 p.m. Eastern time. The story was only reported in the last hour, however. Alan Knitzer with the FAA Office of Communications confirmed in an email that the helicopter, a Eurocopter EC-130, crashed under unknown circumstances in the Grand Canyon. That's from an FAA official said that, in the Grand Canyon. He said the helicopter sustained substantial damage and citing local authorities that 7 people were on board. FAA and National Transportation Safety Board will be investigating. Now let's see what this is. Eurocopter EC-30. Let's see what kind of helicopter this was that crashed there on a tour. This is the helicopter, the type of helicopter that crashed. A Eurocopter EC-130. Does it say how many people it holds? There's a picture of it right there. There's a picture of the kind of, so it's a small helicopter. Supposedly at least 7 people were on board, however. See if I can find anything more about this helicopter, what the maximum capacity is. Capacity is, here we go. Euro EC-130, the capacity of this helicopter is 1 pilot and 6 or 7 passengers. So these numbers make sense that it would be, we've heard 3 dead and at least 4 injured, maybe 1 or 2 missing. It seats 7 to 8 passengers total, including the pilot, it looks like. So that's the kind of helicopter that crashed. Let's see this story. This is from azfamily.com. They say 3 dead in helicopter crash in the Grand Canyon. 3 people have been killed. The helicopter, it's a Eurocopter EC-130, as we already said, crashed under unknown circumstances. The aircraft sustained substantial damage. All right, we heard that before. Let's see what else we got here. This is from 12 News NBC. This is all the same information here. The crash happened just before 6:30 p.m. Saturday. That's Mountain Time, 60 miles northwest of Peach Springs. So let me just get you a map so we can see where the Grand Canyon is. There you can see in Arizona, north part of Arizona, that's where the Grand Canyon is. That is where this crash took place. What does this article say? This article from Eyewitness News, ABC7.com says it was a helicopter touring through the Grand Canyon that crashed. Around 5:30 p.m. We heard that already. It was on a tour of the popular natural attraction when it crashed. And people suffered injuries as well as 3 deaths. Authorities were still searching for the whereabouts of potentially additional people involved in the accident. So I'm going to see if I can get you more information about this. If you have any comments on this story or if you see any updates, give me a shout on Twitter at Lookner, at Lookner. Let me know if you hear anything more about this. You know, we don't really have, this crash happened several hours ago. It was just reported like in the last hour or so, but really no information on why this happened. I haven't seen any photos of the crash scene. Don't know anything about the people on board, the cause of the crash. Let me see if I can find anything new about it here. Give me one sec. But if you see anything else about this, give me a shout on Twitter at Lookner. Okay, I'm just doing a little search here to see if I can find any more information up to date. In the Arizona paper, is it like the Arizona, I don't even know, Journal? That might be a good place to look. Hang on a second. The Arizona Republic, do they have anything on it? I literally don't see it on the Arizona Republic page. That's not good. Look, this is Arizona Central. This is their local news page. I literally don't see it up here. That's kind of odd. So that's not very helpful. Not there. Let me search a couple other places. Seeing a lot of non-local stories. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of the similar stories, you know, just with the same details. Happened around 5:30 Mountain Time. It was an Aerocopter EC-130, which, as we said, is one of these helicopters and has a capacity of 1 pilot and 6 to 7 passengers. 3 dead, at least 4 injured, maybe a missing person or 2. We're not sure. Unsure what the cause of the crash was. So we're just trying to find out more information. Only Liza made a donation and said, keep on keeping on. Thank you, Liza, for the donation. That helps keep Right Side Broadcasting on the air. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Only Liza. And again, thanks to JC and Guinevere for being in the chat room tonight, moderating the chat, and Common Sense and Gleno on the website. So, yeah, just not finding details about this crash yet. Yeah, now World According to S says 7 people were reportedly on board. I've seen some reports that say 7 people were on board. I've seen other reports that say they might be that they're searching for possibly 1 or 2 other people that might have been on board as well. I Stand With Trump sent me a tweet. Well, it's this account called Sports Tweets saying, hey, Chicago Cubs, could you confirm somebody wasn't on the crash? But the person, that account is like somebody with 204 followers. So I'm not going to even show that right now because I don't really trust that account has any kind of inside information about this crash. But I'll keep an eye out for it, I Stand With Trump, and see if I hear anything more about that. I haven't heard about anybody like, famous being on the crash or anything. Being in the crash. Let me search a couple more places here. Very odd. Very little information out about this crash right now. No photos. CNN has an article, but they have really no information extra. All information we've heard before. They just posted this 10 minutes ago, but that's all information we've heard. Yeah, local authorities, FAA says at least 7 people were aboard. So 3 dead, 4 injured. Arizona local paper didn't really have anything. One of the Arizona papers didn't have anything at all. Again, this is the helicopter there. That's the kind of helicopter it is, a Euro EC-130. It was on a tour. We know that. We don't know what company it was working for. Very odd. Let's see if I can find anything else. Here. If you guys, I'm right now just searching through trying to find more information on it. Oh, AZ Central does have an article about it. Let's see what they say. Well, that's not very helpful. This is the Arizona Central article about it. Very small, carrying 7 people. They say it was an EC-130, which we know. It would crash under unknown circumstances, which we know. Aircraft sustained substantial damage, which we know. FAA and NTSB are investigating, which we know. All right. Well, that article doesn't really tell us anything we didn't know. It's weird, like you'd think maybe they'd have like a local news helicopter flying over the scene or something, but I've seen nothing of the sort. Well, I guess it's nighttime, but still. Do these guys have anything else? At News 3 Las Vegas. Do they have anything new? They're reporting on it. Nope, they say the crash was at 5:20 p.m. local time, which we knew. The helicopter was based out of Las Vegas. Okay, that is new information. The helicopter was based out of Las Vegas. I'm going to tweet that out. That is from... Who's this? KSNV News. KSNV. KSNV says, helicopter that crashed in Grand Canyon was based out of Las Vegas. Okay, that's some new news. So maybe it was a helicopter that picked people up in Vegas and takes them to a tour of the Grand Canyon. If we look at a map here, here's our map. Does that happen, though? I mean, that's a long helicopter ride, isn't it? That's like a, what is it, 150 miles? Here, I'll check. Ready? Distance from Las Vegas to Grand Canyon.
The drive from Las Vegas to Grand Canyon National Park is 270.
Well, that's a drive. That's not a straight dive. I said distance. I wanted distance. 130 miles. Well, let's see here. Helicopter tours of Grand Canyon from Las Vegas. Yeah, so you can. It looks like they have them. Las Vegas helicopter tours, Grand Canyon tours. Grand Canyon helicopter tours. This is not necessarily, I don't know what company ran the tour, but there are helicopter tours from Las Vegas, it looks like. I think. Well, this is a little confusing now. It looks like a company like this is selling. My question is, I just want to make sure that there are tours that go from Las Vegas to the Grand Canyon. Well, this company, for example, Sundance Helicopters, they are in Las Vegas and they offer an all-day Grand Canyon tour. So I would assume that, yeah, Madeline Shockey in the chat room is saying there are helicopter tours. Yeah, Windy C1. A couple people in the chat room are confirming. Yeah, so they do offer tours of Las Vegas, helicopter tours of Grand Canyon that leave from Las Vegas. And it looks like from what KSNV News was saying that this helicopter that crashed in the Grand Canyon was on one of these tours where they fly from Las Vegas. That's what it looks like, at least. I can't 100% confirm that, but the helicopter company was based in Las Vegas. Steinbrenner writes, a lot of helicopters go from Las Vegas to the Grand Canyon and back every day. It's a big tourist industry here. They seem to have a crash like this every few years. That's according to our viewer, Steinbrenner. Let's see. Oh, Old Guy 1947 writes in, it's dark in Arizona now and there's no way to fly into the canyon. Excuse me. The police and rangers will not let news or civilians climb down into the canyon. Lots of your companies in Las Vegas. So it sounds like Old Guy 1947 is saying maybe we don't have like a news helicopter up there because, well, A, it's dark, but B, you can't fly into the canyon when it's dark, I guess, maybe. John Musk, one of our viewers, said that the Daily Mail posted about this. Hang on one second. Let me pull up that story, see if there's anything new in that one. Daily Mail says 3 killed, 4 injured. It's a Eurocopter EC-130. We knew that. Yeah, this does not have any new information in it. Okay. But it looks like it was a flight out of Las Vegas. If you hear anything else about this, give me a shout on Twitter, at Lookner, at Lookner. Yes, Ayame says, and as we've heard before, it left Las Vegas and it went down 60 miles northwest of Peach Springs, Arizona. And we've seen quotes. We saw a quote from somebody with the FAA who said it went down in the Grand Canyon. It was on a tour, supposedly. JC, I'm not going to read that comment on the air. But thank you, JC and Guinevere, for moderating. And by the way, to know when we're coming on the air with these breaking news videos, subscribe to us on YouTube and click the notifications bell so you get notified when we're coming on the air. Also, you can follow us on Facebook at Right Side Broadcasting and on Twitter at RSB Network. And also, if you want to support Right Side, I'm guessing... My guess is none of the mainstream media channels are covering this right now. I turned on the TV before. You know, it's Saturday night. A lot of times they do reruns in the evenings. Let's see, just to satisfy my curiosity. But if you like that you have a place that will come on at all hours and cover a story like this, we are viewers. So MSNBC is showing a rerun, it looks like. CNN is showing the 70s documentary. and Fox is showing Waters World. So none of them has a live coverage right now. But if you like that we're on live and covering this, we are viewer supported. So if you want to support Right Side Broadcasting, you can go to the bottom of the YouTube chat and click on the dollar sign at the bottom of the YouTube chat. It's your donations that keep us on the air. So you can click on the dollar sign at the bottom of the YouTube chat, or go to rsbn.tv/donate, rsbn.tv/donate. Ket King says this has deep state false flag written all over it. Ket King, I've heard no information to suggest this is a false flag operation. It sounds to me like it's just some kind of malfunction or some sort of thing that caused this helicopter crash, but we don't really know yet. But I've heard nothing suggesting it was sinister in any kind of way. Old Guy 1947 says the FAA does not allow night flights into the Grand Canyon. Now, this copter crashed not during the evening, but during around 5:20 p.m. local time, but that would be a reason, if that's true, that newscopters wouldn't be allowed to go in there. Oh, I have somebody who's been tweeting about this posted images. Cat Church, our viewer, thank you, Cat Church, for sending this to me. This is, I'm going to retweet this, Gerard Ramallo, who is with News 3 Las Vegas. He just posted this. First images of downed aircraft. This says Papillon aircraft. What does that mean? I think he means helicopter. Pick courtesy Teddy Fujimoto. Papillon aircraft. Oh, is this Papillon Airways? He's reporting that it's a certain tour company. Check this out, guys. I think we have more news here. So look at this. If I search Papillon helicopter, Grand Canyon Tours by Papillon. This is apparently the company because, look, that's a tour company to tour the Grand Canyon from Las Vegas, and Gerard Ramallo is saying that it was a Papillon aircraft, and those are the first images. So I'm going to tweet that out now just to get that news out there. This is from helicopter that crashed in Grand Canyon was operated by Papillon Tour Company in Las Vegas, according to @Gerard. There you go. Well, I hope he has good information because I'm tweeting it out. So that's the first images of the scene. You see in the image, it looks like there's a person walking in the lower right. I'm assuming that's not somebody who was on the aircraft. You can kind of see it there, the head of the person, to give you some scale. I'm guessing maybe that was a bystander or something. But that looks pretty bad. I don't know that for sure, but I'm assuming if we already know that the helicopter only holds like 8 or 9 people max, and 3 are dead and 4 are injured, I'd be shocked if somebody was just standing there perfectly healthy outside the helicopter crash. Hey, thank you, Cat Church, for that, for letting me know that was posted. If you're hearing anything more about this, give me a shout on Twitter, @Lookner on Twitter. Joey Diaz says, how do you not take weekends off? Well, Joey, we're always covering the news here at Right Side Broadcasting. News doesn't take the weekend off. Steinbrenner writes in, it's been a relatively high wind day out here in the Mojave Desert region, gusts into the 40s and possibly 50s at ground level. Certainly far from the worst we see, but maybe that has something to do with this. That's from our viewer, Steinbrenner. Oh, I stand with Trump said he sent me some, he or she sent me some more info. Oh, this is good. Okay, this is from Daily Mail. Thank you, I Stand With Trump. Here is apparently some more information from the Daily Mail. They say newlywed pilot and couple celebrating 25th wedding anniversary among 5 killed. Is that from today? That's from 2011. No, I Stand With Trump. You sent me something from 2011. Scratch that. That is fake news. I think I Stand With Trump was intentionally, not intentionally trying to fool us. I think I Stand With Trump found that article and thought it was about the helicopter crash. So this helicopter crash, scratch that, does not, as far as we know, involve a newlywed pilot or a couple on their 25th wedding anniversary. Yes, please, when you send me stories, check the dates on them, because you might find Las Vegas helicopter crash or Grand Canyon helicopter crash, and it's from 2011. So all we know right now is 3 dead, 4 injured, maybe 1 or 2 missing. It's a helicopter reportedly operated by this company here, Papillon, aerial sightseeing company. The only way to tour the Grand Canyon, they are from Las Vegas. They're based out of they offer tours from Las Vegas. So they at least have to be partially based out of Las Vegas because they're tours from Las Vegas. And that is reportedly, according to this reporter, Gerard Ramalho of KSNV News 3, it was a Papillon helicopter that was on a tour of the Grand Canyon that went down. Jack Sandler, our viewer, writes in and says, if this is a real picture of the crash, unfortunately, I doubt any of them on board survived. Well, no, Jack, supposedly we have 3 dead and 4 injured. I mean, now, the injuries very well might be extremely serious injuries, but as of right now, 4 are reported injured but not dead. But I do agree with you, that looks pretty bad. Olivia Carr says, great photo. I'm with you. That is a good, it's not a happy photo, but it's certainly helpful to see it. I Stand With Trump. It's okay. I Stand With Trump says, I am in the hospital right now with the flu. Feel better, I Stand With Trump. You tried. That's okay. I know you're not trying to fool us, I Stand With Trump. If you have more info on this, give me a shout on Twitter at Lookner. Let me know. Steinbrenner, our viewer, says Papillon Tours has operated helicopter tours out of Las Vegas for many years since 1997. Let's see if I can find anything else here. Well, we've uncovered some information at least. That's something. Oops. Oh, here's another picture. Wow. This is Gerard Ramalho is coming through. Look at this picture that he just posted. Another image, courtesy of Teddy Fujimoto. That's from Gerard Ramalho. There's another image of the helicopter crash right there. It looks like, can you see the rotors or something? I'm looking. See if I can blow this up at all. There's the picture. Sorry, it's going to be a little, there you go. So it looks to me like maybe you can see one of the rotors diagonal like this. You can see there's people in there, but it looks like you can see the actual rotors of the plane. Am I using rotor right? Propeller? Well, rotor can be a rotating part or a rotating assembly, so strictly speaking, maybe I should be saying propeller. I don't know. I feel like I've heard it called rotors before. But anyways, I think you can, if I Google helicopter rotor. No, the rotor is the middle part. The wings, rotary wings. Oh, the rotor is the combination of several rotary wings in a control system. So it looks like I should have been calling it the wings. No. Helicopter blades? The blades of a helicopter. Blades. Okay. The blades, I think, is the right term. Thank you for the donation from Amigo Jones. Says, Steve, you're the best. Hashtag Mago. Thank you, Amigo. And Dogs2004 gave a donation and said, thank you for reporting and not Q supporting. I don't have any view. I'm not taking any view pro or negative on Q, but we are reporting the story here, and you can see that picture. That's one of the first images we've seen. That was posted by Gerard Ramallah, who said it was taken by Teddy Fujimoto. But you can see the helicopter blades there, and looks like you can see some of the main body of the helicopter in the middle there in the Grand Canyon. So 3 dead, 4 injured. See if I do that, it gets in the way. And as we reported before, Rowdy Deplorable just sent me a tweet about this, but we'd reported this before, that the helicopter was reportedly an EC-130 Eurocopter that seats around 8 or 9 people. Matt Camper says, do you think there's a possibility the NTSB will investigate this? Well, they say, I believe they already said they have already said they're investigating this. Plus, YouTube didn't put you guys on until 11 p.m., and it appears you guys went on earlier. Are you aware of this? Well, when I created the stream, I didn't know exactly when we were coming on. So the 11 p.m. was 11 o'clock. That was the time listed, but we were on YouTube before then because I could see it here. We were on YouTube as soon as we got on the air. Just sometimes the time is wrong because when we're about to go on the air, I got to put some time in there, and I'm not sure exactly when the time is going to be. But we were on the air right when YouTube put us on as soon as I started broadcasting. Ophelia says, love nerds who research words. Well, Ophelia, we're just trying to get the terms right here. Oh, Rowdy Deplorable said, somebody sent in a post by somebody who was like, hey, are you sure one of the Cubs wasn't on the flight, or hope one of the Cubs wasn't on the flight? And then Rowdy Deplorable said maybe that was because Wilson Contreras of the Cubs, a catcher, had posted this, but this was posted at 1:02 p.m. today by Wilson Contreras, and this crash happened at, and I think that's 1:02 p.m. Eastern time, but even if it's Mountain time, the crash happened at 5:20 p.m. Mountain time. So I would doubt that this is the same. I don't even know if he's on a flight at this point, but if he is, I can't imagine a helicopter stays up there for 4 hours. I might be wrong. So I haven't heard anything to suggest Wilson Contreras was on this flight, on this helicopter flight. Linda Belk writes in, rotor is the correct term for the blades assembly. The rotor is actually the center part that the blades are attached to. Okay. So we don't know why this helicopter crashed yet. We just know there are 3 dead, 4 injured. We know that's a photo from the scene. I want to show you the other photo. The other photo is a little more visual. There it is. Posted by Gerard Ramallo. If you hear anything new, give me a shout on Twitter at Lookner. We know this helicopter was flying out of Las Vegas. It was on a tour from Las Vegas, apparently from Las Vegas to the Grand Canyon, operated by, reportedly, this company. Ooh, no, there it is. Where's Papillon? Here it is, Papillon. Papillon. And it was an EC-130. I'll show you that real fast. EC-130. Hey, I want to go back here. It's the Eurocopter EC-130. That is the helicopter, the type of helicopter that crashed, which seats around 8 or 9 people total. Oh, Julie sent me an article, which I want to check out, about Papillon helicopter crashes. This is interesting. Now, this was This is an article from 2008, and it says, okay, this is from 2008, and in 2008 it said the fatal crash of a blah, blah, blah was in the Grand Canyon was the fourth fatal accident of a Papillon helicopter tour flight since September 1985. And the second for the operator of the Grand Canyon since 99. So as of 2008, there had been 4 Papillon tour fatal crashes in the Grand Canyon. Let me see if there's any more updated information on this. Air Tour Accidents 2014, at or around Grand Canyon. How about this? May 18th, 2014. An Eurocopter flown by Papillon. After passengers offloaded, the helicopter, when the pilot exited the running helicopter, the helicopter became airborne without the pilot, and then the pilot was struck by the helicopter. The pilot was killed. May 10th, 2014. Well, this was not a Papillon one, but this was a Cessna, a Tour Cessna plane crashed when returning to the airport. All right, this isn't all about Grand Canyon, but it's not all about Papillon. I was kind of looking for that. This article here by Aviation Impact Reform says helicopters the wrong way to see the Grand Canyon. And it says there have been many fatal air tour crashes around the Grand Canyon. In fact, a careful analysis of news stories in the NTA SBA accident database reveals 30 significant accidents since 1980, some fatal and some non-fatal. Anyways, so I guess there are sometimes, with some sort of regularity, fatal accidents involving tour aircraft that are touring the Grand Canyon. Thank you, Julie, for writing in and sending me that article. If you see anything else, give me a shout on Twitter at Lookner. Nets fan in the chat room, according to JC, said, today is my birthday, not good news to hear. Well, happy birthday, Nets fan. Yeah, sorry about the bad news on your birthday. And Neon Butterfly Meadow, it's your birthday as well. So happy birthday. Sorry about the bringing you bad news on your birthday, but it happened, so we are reporting it. Okay, let's see if I can find anything else for you. Again, here is that latest image we saw from Gerard Ramallo. No, that's not the latest one. I want to show you this one. That's better. More visual there of the crash site. We don't know, we know 3 dead, 4 injured. We don't know if the pilot survived or not. Don't know why this happened. I'm just searching. What is this? American Medical Response, which is a medical response company, they tweeted out, nation's largest emergency medical services provider. They said River medical teams standing by to help evacuees after Grand Canyon helicopter crash. Our thoughts and prayers are with victims and families. I don't know if they know anything about the crash. They tweeted that out 3 minutes ago. Checking for some more information here, if I can find it. You are welcome, JC. Thank you to JC and Guinevere for moderating the chat room, and Common Sense and Gleno moderating on the website. Well, I don't know how much more information we're going to get about this, at least at the moment. 3 dead, 4 injured. Helicopter was operated by Papillon Company. Was flying on a tour reportedly of the Grand Canyon from Las Vegas. Crashed at 5:20 local time, which was about 3 hours, maybe about 4 hours ago, actually. Possibly 1 or 2 other people on board besides the 7 that have already been accounted for in terms of 3 dead, 4 injured. We don't know. We don't know why this happened, and that's really the latest. And we've seen this picture of the crash site there, posted by Jared Ramallah. So I think we might wrap up the stream right now. If I hear anything more, I'll post it on my Twitter account, @Lookner, so follow me on Twitter for breaking news. Thank you to those of you who donated, because we can come on the air and do coverage like this because you guys support us. We are a viewer-supported network. So if you like that we've been covering this live as opposed to the news networks who are all in repeats, you can donate by going to the bottom of the YouTube chat. Click on the $ at the bottom of the YouTube chat. That's what keeps us in business. Or go to rsbn.tv/donate, rsbn.tv/donate. Also, I would subscribe to us if you want to keep getting our updates, our live news videos. Subscribe to us on YouTube and click the notifications bell. You can follow us on Facebook at Right Side Broadcasting and on Twitter at RSB Network. Big shout out to the moderators again for moderating in the chat room. We got JC and Guinevere and YouTube, Common Sense and Gleno on the website. Thank you. Let's see if anyone is saying stuff in the Facebook chat. In the Facebook chat, Mary Busuito says, very windy in Las Vegas today. One of our other viewers, Steinbrenner, also said that. Beth Stenard said helicopters are dangerous. Tammy Camp says, so sad. Diana Gallagher says we're doing a good job with the Dinah Gallagher says we're doing a good job with the broadcast. Thank you, Dinah. And thank you for saying Right Side does a good job, Jimmy James Flame. And thank you, people in the chat room, for saying thanks on YouTube. We got Barry H., DM, Madeline Shockley, Swoosh, Summer Sunrise, Sharon, Jerry OOG, GM, Veronica Polig, I Dan the Man. It looks like Wanherner Op Mop, but it's in a different language, so I can't really read it. YouTube 13, Light Switch, Mark the Vegas Gamer, Nina B, and everybody else watching. So thanks for watching. Bad news. Our thoughts are with everybody. So sad. Looks like a lot of people went out for a tour and they ended up either killed or maybe possibly severely injured in this bad helicopter crash. Steinbrenner says, thanks for your awesome coverage. Thank you, Steinbrenner. He says, you're always ahead of the story, or for covering a story I would not have heard about otherwise. Thank you, Steinbrenner, for that. Oh, and Tripwire sent an article in real quick about, what is this here? This is an article from 2001 about
what is this here?
Oh, hang on a second. Sorry. There's an article from 2001 about 6 people being killed in a helicopter crash while returning from a tourist flight over the Grand Canyon. And this helicopter was owned by Papillon Grand Canyon Helicopters. This was in 2001, and 6 people died in this crash as they were returning from the tour of the Grand Canyon. So there definitely have been fatal crashes before involving tour helicopters. This one was operated by Papillon, and the one today was operated by Papillon apparently. So it's certainly not there are those kind of accidents that do happen. All right, we're going to wrap up the stream right now. I am Steve Lookner. Our thoughts go out to all the people who were affected by this and their families and the ones close to them in this very sad accident. And if I hear more again, I will post about it on my Twitter feed. You can follow me there at Lookner. Okay, if there's more breaking news this weekend, we will come on the air. But for now, hope you all have a good night. I'm Steve Lookner from all of us at Right Side Broadcasting. Thank you for watching.